So why am I riding the Bullet? Well, since the Dominar 400 has come out, and it is actually categorized and focused on eating up the market of the Royal Enfield, so I thought this would be best that I test this bike to the competition. There are many bikes in the competition, and you'll see reviews explaining very nicely how well these bikes do against each other. Now the difference is that this bike is more focused towards people who like to be a little more close to the bikes. Now even I'm close to my bike, but there's something called being a grease monkey. Okay, now a grease monkey is someone who likes to get his hands dirty, wants to spend some time with the bike in a different way, so that they end up spending more time with the bike and they develop a bond with that. So that's one thing. And this is also a no nonsense bike. I'm currently doing 40, 50, 60 in the city. In my opinion, the bike is a city bike. Now, being a city bike is saying, people must be thinking, oh, it's a tourer bike and you should concentrate on touring and everything. Well, there's something called what people are using right now is a power cruiser. House touring is something you can actually do high speed cruising on. Now high speed cruising by Indian standards is say 120, 130 kilometers per hour. That's what I like doing if I'm on an Indian bike. And I'm sorry that I'm not wearing gloves because I'm going close by, and I don't know, I feel I don't like riding this bike very fast. Now currently I have a pillion. With the pillion behind, the bike is more plush. Yesterday when I was riding the Bullet solo, the bike felt very stiff, especially the seat. The front seat is pathetic. I mean, it actually gives you a backache if you ride it for a long period of time. And this is coming from a guy who actually rides sports bike. And people might be thinking, sports bike you have to bend a lot. How can you say that you're having back problems? But the thing is, the springs that are under the seat, the main seat, they are not very plush. They don't actually move around much. The bike is bone stock, no special seats, no nothing. It just got a LED light, Cree LED light. Now the top speed of the bike, according to me, what I rode was 120 kilometers per hour, according to the way I ride the bike. Now 120 kilometers might not sound much, but for a Bullet, that's a lot. Now by a Bullet, I mean, I'm not defaming the bike or anything. It's a legend in India. It is one of the most sold bikes in India, no doubt about that. But this is actually one of those bikes which I have, or brands which I have not owned. I have owned a Bajaj, I have owned Kawasaki, I have owned a Honda, I have owned a Suzuki, of course, I have owned an Aprilia, I have owned a lot of bikes actually. Like, I mean, come on, yeah. Why not this bike? Because whenever I tend to start riding this bike, I go into regret mode. See, currently I'm at 5th gear, okay? I don't need the 5th gear, but I'm just there. Our thumb is there. The 350cc piston works great. People don't understand is This is not a bike to go fast. You have not ridden better bikes if you say that this is a fast machine. One more thing is that people think that you can go to Leh Ladakh, North Sikkim, the whole of Sikkim. Of course you can do that. This is the capable bike. Many people I know from Calcutta have done crazy things on these bikes, but I am not so patient when it comes to riding at all, be it touring. Now comparing it with the Dominar 400, the bike has moved feel to it, and by feel I mean the bullet feel. Now what do you mean by a bullet feel? Because what bullet does is that it makes other people aware of your presence. Now be it the thump, be it the sheer size of it, be it the brand, be it anything, it actually makes your presence felt even when you're at the signal. Comparing it to the Dominar, this gives a fuel efficiency of 35 kilometers per liter. If you're riding it in a decent manner till 80, 90, even if you ride it hard, it will not give you anything less than 30 according to me. This is my 3 days and 300 kilometers of testing. Top speed, as I said, is 120 kilometers per hour. After that I didn't feel that I should go more or try to hold it any longer, because I thought the bike is going to just fall off, man. The vibrations are crazy, and I mean crazy, when you pass 95 kilometers an hour. This bike is good till 95 kilometers per hour. It'll give you that thump, that feel, that smoothness is there. It is 1,55,000 rupees on road Kolkata. 25,000 rupees cheaper than the Dominar 400. Now, and say probably 6,000 cheaper than the RS200. Now RS200 is also a capable sports tourer. Why do I say it's a sports tourer? Well, it is again a Bajaj product. Bajaj usually focuses towards the touring. They actually do that. The engines are built for touring. RS200 is 1,61,000 on road Kolkata. It's a nice comfortable bike for the city. This is a bike you can actually go to North Sikkim and everything, but if you want to go from here to Ladakh, from Calcutta, the main problem is going to happen if you plan to ride it from here to Delhi. Now riding it from here to Delhi is a big task, because the roads are basically very good, and you'll end up stressing the engine and getting bored, because riding 1600 kilometers is going to be a pain in the ass. This is the speed with a Bullet is really comfortable, which is 75-80. It's smooth, and which is good enough for the city, to be very honest. Bullet lovers are basically like iPhone users. No offense to iPhone users. It's a cult that people follow. Now following a cult, whether the bike is good, whether the bike is bad, people don't understand that there are better products than this. It doesn't have a trip meter, and that's actually a bad thing. This is the urban jungle, but the bike is actually very, very comfortable to ride in. Ample amount of torque, and I can see why people like this in the city. See, you can put a pillion helmet here, as you can see. and won't do any bad to the whole thing. I'm just scared that it might fall off, since I've never done that on any bike. And the reason I did it was I saw Mr. Siddharth do this on his bike, so I presumed that this is safe and no scratches and everything will come on the bike. So I just wanted to try this, how this feels, because usually on Pulsars and everything the whole panel is scratched. The bike is really hardy. You cannot complain about the fact that it is not built to last. Is the classic 350 value for money? By my smoke, you must have understood that I don't think very highly of the bike. Well, it is and it was never value for money. The bike does not pack in the technology, neither the ease of use or any superior comfort that it demands the money for it. Now, one more thing I want to discuss is how powerful the bike is. Well, this is a single cylinder, 20 bhp approximately, 19.8 to be precise, and it's got 28 Nm of torque. Torque is the USP of the bike. Well, the bike caters to a different audience altogether. By different audiences, people who like the fact that they want something time tested, or you want something retro. It is one of the most highest selling bikes in India. Yes, the Bullet. It still has a waiting period of say probably 25 days or a month, and if you have a color like this, you would have to wait even longer. That's how in demand this Bullet is. To talk about the tires of the bike, I don't like the tires of the bike. I'm sorry, but I am very choosy about my tires, and that's what I felt when I reviewed this bike also. Why don't I like tires of the bike? I don't know. Maybe my standards are too high when it comes to tires, because as I said, that is one of the safety features for me. People might take it in the wrong way that he only likes Metzeler's or he's preferring brands. I'll tell you very honestly, I have zero confidence on the tires under hard braking. Even if the tires are warm or anything, I have zero confidence on it. This is testing of night riding during a cold winter night. It is approximately say 10 p.m. and the lights you see right in front is a Cree headlight. By Cree I mean the bulb is Cree, so that is why the illumination is such. See, if I switch off light and I give a flasher, you can see the distance and the light it generates. I have actually got used to the hard seats and they don't bother me anymore. Now the only reason this bike actually still sells is because of the retro looks. I will not deny the fact that I like the retro looks of the bike. Brakes are adequate, but not perfect. The rear brake locks up a lot. It's a drum brake, so continuous settings on the bike is required. Sometimes bike is just a medium for transport and not something which you want to do with it. Point A to point B, if you reach in comfort and with fun, I guess nobody needs anything more than that.